What, is this another one of your incredible decisions? You know, I was in the courtroom when you jumped up and you shouted for them to leave me alone. And I don't know, I just thought that was like an isolated incident. But then I leave and the first thing I hear is that you pleaded guilty for murdering my husband?
Well, it's not something I planned.
Then why did you do it?
Because it seemed like the right thing to do at the time.
Spirit just moved you.
Cassie, that's not...
Is there ever a moment when you stop and think about what you do before you do it?
I'm thinking.
This is not a time to joke. You could go to prison,
I
Rita.
am going to prison. It's official.
Aren't you scared?
I'm terrified.
Then why didn't you fight? Why didn't you keep your mouth shut and let Ross work for you? Why? Why'd you just give up?
I don't see it as giving up.
So what, did you just cooperate with the authorities?
Cassie, I never denied that I turned off Richard's ventilator. I never lied about why I did it. So why let this trial grind away, forcing you to have to sit here and listen?
I knew you did this for me.
Josh, maybe you should go inside a minute.
Yeah, I'll do it.
I never asked you to do this.
I know that.
Then why, Reva? Why were you just sitting there going, oh, how can I hurry this trial along?
I'm sorry. Ross said that he was going to appeal if I lost the case and I was convicted, that he would take it all the way to the Supreme Court if need be, that he would keep fighting the law itself to be overturned, not just my conviction.
You were going to?
I never said I wanted to be the poster woman for legal reform, Cassie. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is okay for this family.
And you call this okay? You're going to leave your husband and your kids?
Okay, stop,
again?
stop. Just stop. I know that nothing is okay. But will it be okay if I have to sit at that defense table day after day after day of testimony and cross-examination? No, I think it'll make things worse.
I have hated everything that has happened since Richard's accident. But I do not want you to go to prison.
Right.
You'll be all right. In prison. What does that mean, Reva? You'll survive?
That's exactly what it means. Reva. Cassie, the news isn't all bad.
No?
I heard that the Beacon isn't just booked, but it's booked solid and open.
Yeah. It is.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's nice when dreams come true. Not to mention the fact that there's money coming in.
Yeah. It's nice.
Is the other part true, too? That Alexandra Spaulding rented out every room in the place?
Yes, she, you know, it was perfect timing. We were open for business, and she came into town, and she did not want to share the place with anybody.
Yeah, well, that sounds just like her. She's a piece of work.
So I think I'm going to be back on my feet in a few days.
I'm glad. And the kids, are they enjoying being at the Beacon?
Yes, they're loving it. You know, Tammy keeps following around Alexandra's maids, trying to find out what's cool in Europe, and RJ, he's just so cute. He keeps saluting the doorman every time they walk in and out of the main lobby.
Probably picked that up from Richard.
You said you're terrified.
Of going to prison? Yeah. But I've been through worse. I mean, we both have. Cassie, People go to prison to repay their debt to society.
Yeah, it's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah, well, and when they come out, that debt is forgiven so that they can start over.
If they can, yeah.
They can. And it may be wishful thinking, but I'm kind of hoping that's how it'll be for us.
Please don't ask me to forgive you right now, because I can't.
I just miss you so much. We all do.
You know, you said, a lot's happened. So. But I miss you too.
That's a start.
Don't you think that I would fix this if I could? That I want to feel different about you?
Do you?
I would give anything if I could make myself forget what happened. Because then maybe I could forgive you. But right now I just can't do either. Forget or forgive. Reva, you just always tell me to trust my heart and that I should follow it wherever it leads me, but, that's where forgiveness comes from, your heart.
That's where everything comes from.
Yeah, well, my heart is barely working right now.
That's not true. It's not, Cassie. Your face lit up when you were talking about the beacon. And when you talk about Tammy. And your love for your kids, Will and RJ. You've never wavered there, not one bit.
No, I haven't. But aside from my kids, all I feel is this aching feeling.
But that's changing. Maybe a little.
So slowly that it hurts to even think about it.
And think about the good things. The beacon, the kids. Think about that part of your life that's good.
And not about the part that just feels awful without Richard.
Cassie, I know this isn't easy for you. I know it's not. But sweetheart, Richard's gone. And I don't think that he would want you to spend the rest of your life in this bitterness and loss.
Reva, I'm just not on your timetable, and I'm sorry.
I know that.
I'm not,
All I'm
love
saying...
and forgiveness, it comes from the same place, and I don't know, I just can't right now. And I'm so sorry.
Wait, no, wait a minute now. That's it? You're sorry? You're just gonna walk away and Reva goes to prison, that's it?
Josh, how much of this conversation have you heard?
I've heard enough to have had it up to here with what you've been saying, Cassie. Now, you have got to stop this now.
Stop.
Look, nobody's claiming that you haven't suffered a terrible loss. Richard was a fine man, and you obviously loved each other very much, but you have been wallowing in your pain as if you're the only person on the planet in the history of time that's ever experienced grief, Cassie. Life goes on.
Josh, look, I'm sorry. I just really don't want to have this conversation with you right now.
You think this hasn't been tough on everybody involved? It has been. But for some reason, everybody's feelings have had to take a back seat to your feeling. Your grief, your sorrow, and your pain. My wife is about to go to prison. Your sister is about to go to prison.
Josh, we're not...
I just got her back. And now I'm going to lose her. Our children are about to lose their mother. Do you have any idea how that feels? You've been walking around acting like Reva was just waiting in the wings for a chance to kill Richard. You know, you've been treating her like she's some kind of a murderer. And on top of that, you're blaming her for everything that's wrong in your world, Cassie. If something doesn't feel right, it must be Reva's fault. If something feels painful, it must go back to that terrible thing that Reva did. Have you stopped just for 1 minute to think about what Richard was feeling? Or do you even care about that?
How can you say that?
Because, Cassie, right now, all I'm thinking is that the only person you care about is you. But have you thought for a minute about what he was feeling in that hospital bed, in agony, trying to figure out a way to stop the pain for both of you? There's a lot of things you could be angry at right now. You know, you could be angry at God. You know, why would you let something like this happen? Or you could be angry at fate or whatever it is you want to call it. You could even be angry at Richard himself. He's the one, Cassie, who didn't put on a seatbelt that night. And he's also the one who chose Reva to help him to end his sorrow. So, you know, why pick Reva when there's so many other choices available? Cassie, you probably could not have done for Richard what Reva did. I know that I couldn't have. Because I don't have the same kind of heart that Reva does. That kind of love. The love that she had to do the right thing. And it was the right thing. I heard you say earlier on, you didn't even feel like you have a heart anymore. If you keep this up, if you keep turning your back on your sister during this time when this family's being torn apart by the most loving thing she's ever done, then that may be true. Maybe you don't have a